We have the blue elven player Piguron, who is Sauron on the left side. He's facing against the red Man of the West player Abe on the right side. So Man of the West, I believe, is a very solid faction because it's been banned many times in the finals of the winner bracket. Let's see how many times it will be banned in the grand finals itself. Depends on the performance of the Man of the West player Abe. Westfold is a map we have seen many times in all Battle for Middle-earth games. It's Westfold 2. This one is including like a ruined tower in the center, in the middle of the map. We have obviously creeps, goblin layers at the bottom side, warg layers in the middle, in the center, and also troll layers protecting those ends on each side, top and bottom. And ends are special buildings each player gets the chance to control after creeping the troll layer, obviously, and that's gonna give you the chance to recruit special units depending on the faction you are playing. Okay, pretty basic. Hopefully you are understanding what I'm talking about. 2 farms, 3 farms into the barracks. On the other side we see 2 Malone trees into the barracks itself. Everything is being built near to the fortress, so it has a greater and better protection. Lorien warriors are much stronger in Battle for Middle-earth 2. They cost 360, while soldiers of Gondor they cost only 200. So with that being said, Lorien warriors are faster. They are also stronger than the Gondor soldiers. Okay, we will see about that. Archers coming up next for the defense, and the farm is quite squishy. I mean, it's still much tanky than the Malone trees, but not tanky enough to withstand the damage of this beautiful and strong Lorien warriors. And the farm has been taken down just like that. Soldiers are a bit too late, and the Lorien warriors are tanking now the damage from the fortress arrows. Man of the West player is trying to stop him. What is the power point he was starting with? He was also choosing the rallying call. It's kind of okay because, once again, that's not a random mirror, right? You see.
If it wasn't for these cunts, then maybe I wouldn't be such a narcissistic young man who hates everyone. Lao, 2020.
Alright, so basically, you are able to see the enemy faction in the loading screen, right? For that reason, you don't need to pick Farsight or the Human Wood from the Man of the West. You can actually choose much more aggressive power points from the spellbook. The reason why almost every faction besides the Dwarven faction has scouting abilities from the spellbook is because random is unrevealed in Battle for Middle-earth 2. He was actually placing those Lorien warriors inside the tower in the middle of the map. Samcast 123, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Everybody guys, thank you so much for tuning in. At the top right side you have the delay information about the stream, because it's the grand finals. We have 4 minutes delay, so sorry for that reason. We will have little to zero chat interaction. And if you just recently joined, I wish you a great start into the new year 2022. Hopefully in this year you will be able to hit like a truck as much as you want, while showing your quality and shining bright like a diamond. Nefarion 96, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome. Okay, Lorien warriors are or archers rather are creeping. Soldiers coming from the bottom side and from the top side. He has 1 barracks only, but it feels like he has double barracks. The stable is coming up now for elves, which is great to counter the Gondor soldier spam from Abe. Okay, guys, I'm telling it multiple times. I don't know why you are trying to argue with me. Please don't argue with me. When I say don't say that in my chat, please just don't say that in my chat. I don't understand. I don't care who it is, you know, like nobody has a permission. It's same fairness for everybody. So please respect me when you want to be respected. Last warning, guys. I don't want to ban you, but I would, and I will, if you don't stop. Lorien archers are creeping the soldiers quite nicely. Nice defense. We have tower guard soldiers coming. Yeah, here's a barracks actually at the top right side. That's what it is. Soldiers, more soldiers are coming. No transition yet into the stable. No transition yet into the heroes. When you spam this many soldiers, maybe it's a good choice if you recruit the King of Rohan, Theoden, for additional leadership. However, in the Battle for Middle-earth 2, the patch 1.09 version 2, he doesn't offer you leadership with level 1. You need to, I believe, get him to level 2 first. Lorien warrior, the Malone tree is gonna get demolished by Sauron. He knows he has no way of protecting this. Tower guards to counter the Lancers. And obviously there is no horse archer battalion in this faction in Battle for Middle-earth 2. The tower is going to be taken down, but it's fine. It's not a tower Sauron was paying for, so it's absolutely okay. The trample is incoming now into the soldier lines. Hold ground sense to reduce the damage, but I'm assuming you can't reduce. Actually, you are quite tanky. I didn't expect that. Then Faranzu, thanks for the primers for the 6 months, my dude. Half a year. Thank you so much for the huge support.
10 Faranzu just resubscribed for 6 months. Ahoy. This is the first time I actually catch you live. Greetings to our northern neighbor. Service. Winking
Thank you so
face.
much, man. Servus, back to you. And that's kind of awesome, man. The first time you catch me live, but yet you are subscribed now for 6 months. My dude, thank you so much. You are amazing. And have a fantastic new year, my friend. Means a lot to me. Rallying call is on cooldown for Ave. We are sitting on 450 command points right now for the Man of the West player. 400 command points for elves, 450 now. But it's dropping up, it's dropping down, going up, dropping down, going up all the time because the Malone trees are being demolished and replaced 24/7. A lot of macro action is going on. It's a huge map. Westwall 2 is one of the definitely bigger maps we have in this tournament's map pool. EWDSM, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Hello, Garjo Gondoriano. Thanks for tuning in. I see your first message in the chat. You know, means a lot to me. Thanks for being here. Have a great day, my friend, and enjoy the games. The Malone tree is gonna be definitely taken down, and you can see the health difference, right? It has only 1040 health, while the farm from Man of the West has 2000 health. It's almost double the health, which makes it double as tanky. The power points are rising to the sky. 12 power points collected for elves, and you can see Ave is quite behind in terms of power points. So at least like 5 to 6 power points difference is actually huge, especially early on. The lenses are doing a good job. They will be able to take down the farm and get out, run this direction. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. They will be able to get away. And yeah, if you are wondering why the score is 1-0 for Ave, it's because he was able to win the finals of the winner bracket. That gives him a 1-0 advantage. So we are starting with 1-0 for Ave in the best of 9. I mean, when I do tournaments myself, as you guys know, for me, the starting score is going to be 0-0, but Ave will get the chance to reset the bracket if he loses and go for another best of 9. I'm assuming the players agreed they don't want to play 2 best of 9s in one single night, and that's like the reason why Ave only gets 1 extra win from, you know, the advantage of winning the finals of the winner bracket. Gandalf, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Alright, oh, long shot is incoming, or arrow wall is incoming into the tower guards, but tower guards are beefy, my dudes. They are beefy and they will tank this damage like a man. They will still be taken down from Lorien warriors as swords are countered to the pikemen. So now we have a great group of units coming from Sauron. He has level 5 archers, by the way, and keep in mind that units are able to level up to level 10 in the battle for Middle-earth 2. The farm has 0 protection, double barracks, but you need some archers, you need some cavalry, and I believe that's one of the main weaknesses of the Man of the West faction in both games, BFME 2 and Rise of the Witch King, that you have to build multiple different production buildings, you know? For example, elves, they need only 1 barracks to be able to recruit swords, pikes, or archers, while Man of the West needs 2 for that. And then you need the stable for the 3rd one. So you need to build 3 buildings, while most of the other factions have to build only 2 factions, if this makes sense for you guys. So it's like a really tough situation if you are being camped on in a situation like that. But he has now Elven warriors up on the field coming from the inn at the top right side, which are acting like a archer battalion. Also, Big Boy, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Means a lot to me. Lancers are quite badly damaged, but you know, Elven faction is a good faction, and in the worst case scenario you can just build 1 single well and you will be good to go. That's the builder from the Man of the West player. He is trying to get in safety. Looks like the archers are outranging these archers. Even though they were using aggressive stance, they couldn't attack back. The first hero is Legolas, ladies and gentlemen. Legolas is a hero we've seen, you know, a lot during the Elven gameplay in Battle for Middle-earth 2. Ekmek makinesi, hoş geldin, sefalar getirdin. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. But with Legolas, you want to keep your distance, you know? He's a quite squishy hero with 1850 health only. So ideally, you want to keep the distance and shoot from a safe place. The build is going to get in safety. We have 450 command points only for Ave and 500 command points only for Sauron. So you can see the gap between the command points isn't that big. And both players went actually for the arrow volley, but Sauron was already able to collect 10 power points after that. The well, the mirror of Galadriel is gonna be eventually taken down, but not for now. And you can see that, you know, Sauron is kind of in a defensive situation. However, he was investing lots of money into recruiting this archer hero from Mirkwood. Legolas is gonna have a huge impact on the game. Especially against those infantry units. He was faster. He can always keep the distance, hit and run, hit and run. And with that, you will get a lot of levels unlocked. And more levels means more DPS, more tankiness. The transition now finally into the stable level 2 for the Rohirrim eventually. Level 5 Elven Warriors. Legolas is on the hand, but Awe is microing. He's not giving up those units for free. And look at the pressure, you know? The farm has been taken down once again.
We bring swords from Lorien.
Swords from Lorien, but you see the situation in which Legolas is camping right in front of the barracks, and the units, they are entering the battlefield while getting shot in the face from Legolas at the same time. And this farm is also going down. Okay, you can see that's what I'm talking about. You know that when you can get outrun and chased or catched, then there is no need of running away. You can just stand still and fight like a man, you know.
I am Haldir of Lothlorien.
Oh, Haldir is also joining the battlefield at the same time. Big Boy Glue following and right after subbing with the primers. Thank you so much, Big Boy Glue. Appreciate that. Means a lot to me. Thank you for the huge support to the channel. And once again, my dude, welcome to the stream. Have a happy new year. The pikes are beefy. They don't die quite soon from the arrow volley. But arrow volley is different, as you can see. It has almost no animation time. So the second you cast it, it will shoot arrows from the sky, but multiple times. Which means those slow units like the Men of Steel, not Men of Steel, Tower Guards, they are kind of forced to take the damage. The barracks is under attack from the pikemen. Pikemen are great against production buildings, by the way, but they are badly damaged from the Lorien warriors. Haldir is coming in clutch also. He needs to be level 4 for the leadership. Legolas is here, end-to-end summon. Come, my friends, the Ents are going to war. It is likely that we go to our doom. The last march of the Ents. The fat Ent, you know what I'm saying? He was having a rough time during the pandemic. Wow. And Awe demolishes everything, doesn't even say a single word. And ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a series. The first game is going to be won by Sauron. He's making the score even. It was starting with 1-0 because Awe was winning the finals of the winner bracket. Let's get it started, ladies and gentlemen. We have the red Mordor player Awe on the right side against the blue Man of the West player Sauron on the left side. It's a clash between evil and good. You could someday organize an Age of the Ring mod championship. I don't say never, or I don't say no to this question, but I can tell you that much, like I have zero knowledge about the Age of the Ring, and there is so much new stuff, so many new units, so many new factions. It would legit take me ages to get the knowledge I need to actually cast a quality tournament for this game, you know. Forts of Classic, true, TTC, BFME, welcome, my dude. Nice to see you in the chat. A farm into the second farm coming up for the Man of the West player. On the other side, we see Slaughterhouse into the Orc Pit. So what is the plan? We might early on see lots of orcs. I believe Mordor is undefeated. I mean, we have seen Mordor many times in the finals of the winner bracket, like a week ago between the same players, in which Mordor was able to win all the games. I believe we have seen Mordor 3 times or something, and every time it was a stomp, you know. Mordor was dominating every single game from Awe. He was shining bright like a diamond. Orc Pit number 2. It was, oh, there we go. I believe it's gonna be a forward barracks, yeah, there we go. It's a strategy we see much more often from the Man of the West faction than from any other faction. So with that, you can keep up the pressure all the time. However, the soldiers, they cost 200 each, while the orcs, they cost only 50 or 60. So they cost more than 3 battalions of orcs, you know. And I believe they're also coming out faster. Look, this build speed in compared to this build speed. And it might be also identical, I don't know. But slaughterhouses are tankier than Malone trees and tunnels, so it's gonna be a bit harder to take them down. Demolishing this like that, it gives you the advantage to get 50% of the money back, and also you deny your opponent the power points and experience points he's looking for. So Mordor's plan is simple. He wants to use those orcs as like a shield wall to protect the slaughterhouse and buy time as much as he can. But he's not microing well enough, and the soldiers are getting the chance to clump, and the the Mordor player is going to demolish the slaughterhouse right off the bat. The pressure is real. The builder is scouting the bottom side. They will be able to say hello to each other. This builder and this builder. This builder looks dangerous, you know. Look at them, guys. Looks like a fighter. There was a rallying call usage. Orc archers are getting in safety. The orc pit is under attack, but orc pit is a bit tankier. And then, of course, the slaughterhouses. And I believe it's not only about the health, you know, it's about the armor set of a building too. Some buildings have, for example, high armor against crush damage. Some of them are resistant against, I don't know, pierce damage. You know, this is very important when it comes to determine the damage output from a unit against a certain unit slash hero slash structure. And from what I've heard is that the production buildings, for example, like the orc pits, they are very vulnerable against the like the damage of the pikemen, for example, tower guards. They will be able to kill it way faster than the soldiers of Gondor. Archers are here to defend, and the barracks is going to be taken down. Warchan is going to be used for additional damage leadership. Nice surrounding. And yeah, he's not even trying to repair this or not, you know, to hold this protected, because he's not even recruiting any more units at this point. Because he has another barracks already at the top side. So he's, you know, using those barracks offensively, which I believe is like a double-edged sword kind of thing. Why you asking? Glad you asking. Because during all this time, Sauron himself is unprotected. I mean, at least for now, because he's building a stable for the Gondorites. But until now, he had no chance of keeping those, especially this one, for example. It's wide open, you know? So Mordor player can always get to this point and take this down for free. But, you know, he couldn't, or he didn't, because he was kind of busy to protect himself. This barracks is going to be also found. And he might also give up this one. Tower guards are creeping at the very same time to get more and more money and more power points from the spellbook. Because the main reason why Sauron was able to win the previous game is because he was having a huge lead of the power points. Okay, this is gonna be defended for sure. We have orcs literally everywhere. He's trying to hold this, but he's getting outnumbered big time. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. This farm is wide open, but it's about to be changed because Gondor Knights are gonna join the battlefield very, very soon. And yeah, one more soldier might get out, but the barracks is gonna be taken down. Remember, the Man of the West faction in Battle for Middle-earth 2 has no repair from the spellbook. It's only exclusively for the Dwarven faction. Okay, the barracks is down. That's the second barracks Man of the West player is losing. That is an offensive slaughterhouse. What a memer. Level 3 orc warriors. The farm is going to be protected, but this farm has been taken down. The Gondorites, they are very much needed in this matchup to trample down this massive amount of orc spam. No transition into the Easterlings yet, but he went actually for the orc pit level 2. Why? Because he has now in total 10% faster build speed. And also, obviously the orc pit is getting tankier. I see you. When it comes to trample down the enemy units, it's very important that you don't get slowed down. That's why it's important that you don't want to, you know, right into the middle of the enemy lines, because that will slow you down. You see what I'm talking about? It will slow you down and you can't move out that fast anymore, and it will eventually force you to take so much damage in return. Do you see how slow they are? That's why you want to go for
I should have never played Naked Without Cream. Archangel 2018.
Alright. I should have never played Naked without Cream. Guys. Alright. Soldiers are here. The orcs, they are going down one by one. The slaughterhouse has been taken down. Heal was forced to be used on the Gondor Knights to keep them protected. But look how many orcs he has. What can man do against such a reckless hit? Imagine an arrow volley, you know, in a situation like that. Beautiful trample, but you need to make sure to not overcommit, you know. Mordor has the highest win condition from the games I've seen in the last week. Gondor Knights, they are able to get... Just cancel it. Cancel it. Ah, never mind, it's too late. We have in total 550 command points available for Man of the West. He has Rallying Call, Heal, and 4 power points collected on top of that. He's up now to 600. Mordor is at 500 command points. He has 3 power points after the War Chant and the Eye of Sauron. So power point wise, this game is looking much more even than the previous game between Elves and Mordor. And the first Nazgul is on his black horse, which means this Gondor Knights will be chased down all the time. And look at them, boys. Look at them. He's gonna level up to level 2 in no time for the Dread Visage, for the debuff, which will make the surrounding nearby enemy units much weaker. Less damage, less armor, and also no buffs and no leaderships. Burn it! Orcs are literally everywhere. Gothmog was right. The age of man is over indeed. Warchant is gonna be used on these archers, but looks like Sauron doesn't want to take the fight. And that's what I'm talking about, you know, the Nazgul is faster. And he's gonna not leave those, you know, Gondor Knights alone. But hey, oh, alright. I mean, hard counter system rule number 1. Don't you ever dare to ride into the tower guards with your mounted hero like that. Don't do that. And the Nazgul is gonna get blown up, one-shotted. That's why, nice bait by the way from Sauron, I like that. The farm is protected for now. We have more orcs coming at the same time. I mean, losing a Nazgul is, of course, it hurts, but it's not the worst thing in the world because the Nazguls are so cost efficient in this game, it doesn't really matter too much. Scrunchy, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Okay, so we have now a lot of units on the field from Man of the West, and Rallying Call is available, so he can make something happen.
Able-bodied man. We go to war.
We go to war. You heard the king, boys. You heard the king. It's King Theoden himself. Beautiful trample into the Orcs once again, but now we have finally some Easterlings on the field to counter those Gondor Knights. Theoden gives leadership. It's like a, I believe, armor or damage inspiring. Let me check. Damage inspiring, but once again you need to be level 2 for that in Battle for Middle-earth 2, while in Battle for Middle-earth 1 and in Rise of the Witch King Theoden level 1 is enough to give you leadership. Damage inspiring does stack with the damage leadership, so you can actually make it stack with each other. And the Nazgul is back on the menu, level 3. And Theoden is not like, you know, Theoden is like a sporter hero, not like a fighter hero. You can see he will need like an hour and a half to be able to destroy the slaughterhouse, you know, like very sloppy and quite slow hero. But it's great when you have him on your side for sporting the nearby allied units, especially cavalry units with the glorious charge. You will be able to unlock with level 7. The farm is going down, definitely. Oh, King of Rohan!
I see the darkness! Soldier battalion standing by!
What are these mounted heroes doing? Look at him, boys. Look at him. Look, he's staring at us. Did you guys see his eyes? He was like, don't show me how I die. Or I will not say 4th Eorlingas anymore. The Nazgul is almost level 4. Oh, nice commitment. With Tom Bombadillo. I was busy watching the corpse of Theoden King, but Tom Bombadillo summon was able to destroy one of the orc pits. That's good. And also the slaughterhouse was almost level 3. That's been taken down. Tower guards are level 8, ladies and gentlemen. Level 8. Lots of levels. Shanks, I was watching Marineford right when Shanks arrived, but you start the stream. Hey man. Gondor Knights, they cannot fight against those Easterlings. There is no world. That's why you eventually need to transition into the archery range for the Ethereal Rangers eventually. Power points are rising. Man of the West has 750 command points available and Mordor has 650. This might actually be the first game since a really long time that might last a while, in which we hopefully will get the chance to see strong heroes and lots of power points. However, the only hero we have seen so far is Theoden from Man of the West and Nazgul from the Mordor player Avehave. Oh, never mind, I take it back. Now we have King Edessar himself, ladies and gentlemen, up on the field. Aragorn, Arathorn's son, is deciding to fight for Canada, for Sauron. Imagine Aragorn is fighting for Sauron. What an ironic moment in the history of Battle for Middle-earth games. Destroy it! Soldiers of Gondor. For level 2 farm is going to be taken down. Remember, level 2 gives you 100 command points in BFME 2 instead of 75. And level 3 gives you even more than that. So keeping those highly leveled resource buildings protected is extremely important. But it's too late. Theoden is back on the menu too. He's level 1 only. He needs to be level 2 for the leadership. But I believe the leadership is going to be nullified from the Nazguls. Nazgul, because of the Dread Visage, is going to nullify the buff from the Rallying Call and the leadership from Theoden. But Aragorn has the high tier leadership. High tier is unique because it gives you the armor and damage and combat experience at the same time. While all the other leaderships, they are giving you, only damage or armor with combat experience, but they never give you both of them at the same time, So that's why this is high tier leadership. Theoden is level 2 now, and we will have a summon, ladies and gentlemen. That's a ranger summon from the spell book. We have the blue elven player on the right side against the red elven player on the left side. Harvey against Sauron in the game number 3. Fury and Zeal. Oh my goodness, man, this map is one of my favorites. And for that reason, we copy-pasted this map into Battle for Middle-earth 1. Because I like this map a lot. However, the Battle for Middle-earth 1 version of this map doesn't look nearly as good as this one. Because many of these textures you see on this map are not available in the world builder for Battle for Middle-earth 1, unfortunately. 2 Malone 3s coming up for elves. And we see 2 Malone 3s, Malone 3 number 3 coming up for Harvey. And same also for Sauron, so it's an economical opening from both the players. We might even see the Malone 3 number 4. But remember, the Malone 3s are one of the squishiest buildings in the game after the tunnels of goblins. Guys, be kind and nice to each other in the chat, please. The barracks is going up. Alright. And Malone 3 number 5 at the same time. And what is this elven player doing? He's actually going for the barracks a bit sooner. That's what he's doing. And early on we will see infantry units against each other, but later on we might also see lots of heroes in this game. I believe this is one of the matchups, in which you will definitely see some ends. Like either from the spellbook summon or actually from the end mood. Because when it comes to deal damage to the fortress with the elven faction, it's kind of limited. So you don't have the DPS and the damage output you need to destroy buildings that fast. That's why we will definitely need ends. And it's the same situation also in Rise of the Witch King. This is a matchup which always ends with end summon, like ends with end summon. Archers start, which is kind of okay, I guess, because archers in this matchup are extremely important. Many Lancer plus Lego everywhere. Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna see double Legolas, definitely. Double Legolas. Legolas is a hero we see a lot in this game because he's so powerful. I would also love to see the daddy of Legolas from time to time. Thranduil could be also nice to see. What is the difference between Legolas and Thranduil is because, Legolas is a good hero against enemy units, and Thranduil, I believe, is like a counter hero to heroes. So maybe if one of them goes for Legolas and the other one goes for Thranduil to counter his son, that would be also great to see. Archers on the spot. The stable is now coming up for elven player Harvey. And also at the same time, you see, it's like looking in the mirror. They are following the same build order. So it's like, we are watching the same player twice. Lorien archers, 2 of them are going forward. Remember, the elven passive is they will get stealthed around the trees. We have also more archers coming up from Sauron. He was creeping this one, and Harvey was creeping this one. So they did pretty much the same stuff. There is offensive Malone 3 coming up for elves, and it looks like he wants to creep the troll layer. With the Rallying Call damage output, should be able to creep this in no time. The troll is micro. Nice micro. Shoot now with this one. Yeah. The troll is not gonna follow you until the end of the world, He will always stop. And unlike in Rise of the Witch King, the units are also able to deal great amount of damage to to the lair. Crazy Hunter 96, my boy. Thank you so much, man, for the sub for 8 months with the Prime. Appreciate that. Means a lot to me.
Crazy Hunter 96 just resubscribed for 8 months. Ahoy. Let's go. New year, new fiesta.
New year, new fiesta indeed. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope you will have a phenomenal, healthy, and shining bright like a diamond 2022. And you will also be able to hit like a truck as much as you want and as you need. Arvin is the first hero, and she's gonna get full level and even more than that from destroying one single Malone tree. So Arvin is a very cost-efficient hero. Also offers leadership for the nearby cavalry units when she's level 3. And once again, the heroes in Battle for Middle-earth 2 are able to level up from level 1 to level 4 in no time. The amount of experience they need to get to level 4 is quite you know, low. But be careful, she's extremely squishy against pikemen. Don't. Arvin! Look the damage. You see, they touch her and she's almost dead with one single hit. Okay, the Lancers are getting damaged a lot from these archers, and they will be barely able to get away. Let's take a look into the current command points and power points. Sauron, the blue elven player, has currently 500 command points available. And Nikki Funky. Thank you, Nikki, for 8 months as well, just like Crazy Hunter. 8 months. Oh, beautiful trample.
For 8 months. Ahoy. Shiver me timbers. Beyond
Thank you so much.
BFME he beyond BFME UK beyond BFME precious.
Beyond BFME precious. Nikki, always nice to see you in the chat. Thanks for the huge support, Nikki, means a lot. Happy New Year to you. I hope you will have a great 2022 as well. Thanks for tuning in. Slay that beast. Alright. Big fight, big fiesta. You guys were asking for fiesta, and you get on this channel what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? The Malone tree is gonna be taken down. Arvin is level 4. She has now leadership for the Lancers, unlike Ave. Miflaunt, pikemen to counter the Lancers, obviously. One of the Lancers from Ave is coming to destroy this Malone tree, which is almost level 2. The damage output is crazy, and Malone trees are extremely squishy. Maybe we will also get the chance to see some Mirkwoods later on, Mirkwood archers, but not for now. Trample. Arvin is coming from backline. Beautiful trample into the backline. Nice micro from Sauron. The pikes are not in the position, and one more trample is coming in clutch from Sauron, and the archer army has been blown away. What a beautiful fight for the Canadian player Sauron on the spot. I like that. And Arvin is now level 5, just like that, and his floods unlocked from the spellbook. Let's see. I mean, the flood is not extremely strong in Battle for Middle-earth 2, unlike it is, you know, kind of OP in Rise of the Witch King. You will see what I'm talking about. I don't know if she's gonna use it against structures. It's not that effective against structures. It's good against enemy lancers, however, when you want to deal damage to them. But it's also not easy to hit when you cannot stun them for a couple of seconds, you know. 14 power points collected for Sauron, and we have 7 power points collected only for Ave. You see what I'm talking about? In every single game we have seen so far, Sauron was the player who was always ahead in terms of power point collection. Like, also in this game number 3, he has double the power points collected in compared to his opponent's Ave. And like mentioned at the beginning of the game, between the elves, it's very important whoever gets to the point in which you can summon the ants first. It's going to be your biggest win condition. Now Ave is actually collecting also many more power points, but losing those lancers is just gonna donate more and more power points to Sauron. And he is now having 18. He's gonna invest 10 of them for the Elven Wood. And look at that. Look at this demolish. Look at this devastation. It's like a... What is happening? We have the blue goblin player Sauron on the right side against the red goblin player Ave on the left side. The first BFME 2 live stream in 2022, and thanks for not leaving me alone, guys. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching the stream, thanks for following. Really means a lot to me. Always nice to see you guys in the chat. Really means a lot. 2 tunnels coming up for goblins, and we have 2 tunnels coming up for the other goblin player as well into the goblin cave. So early on we might see lots of goblins, goblin spam, goblin swarm, you know, literally everywhere. But later on we might see the transition into the spider riders eventually. Goblins is a faction from BFME 2 which doesn't focus too much on the heroes. Remember, Azog does not exist, you know, in this game, unlike in Rise of the Witch King. And the hero we have seen the most from the Goblin faction is definitely Shelob and Gorkil the Goblin King. But Drogov is extremely rare, you know, because he's so expensive. And most of the time you will not be able to collect the money you need to recruit the Dragon Lord himself. So Goblin warriors all the time. You might see 3, 4, 5, 6 Goblin caves at some point. That's very much possible. And there we go, the Goblin Cave number 2 is coming up for Sauron and also for Avehave. Just like in the previous game, we see identical stuff. You know, they are doing pretty much the same thing, both the players at the same time. If Ave lose, he will have another chance? No. That's the case in normally my tournaments. When I host my tournaments, the way it works is like the winner of the finals of the winner bracket gets a second chance of, you know, resetting the tournament and playing another best of 9. But in this one, it's not the case. In this one, Ave was starting with 1-0 advantage in the best of 9. So because of that, there is going to be only one best of 9. And if Ave loses that, he will be out. And the winner of the tournament is going to be Sauron. Goblin archers coming up next for the defense. No third goblin tunnel, goblin cave right now. We have 2, 3, 4 tunnels up on the field for now. And the build is moving to the top side. So he is looking to build an offensive tunnel eventually around this side. KJ YouTube, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Didn't know this was a thing. Let's go, my dudes. Let's go. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. The builder is getting damaged. Remember, the poison blades also affects the damage you have against the buildings, right? So you can also use it against the buildings and structures to take them down a bit faster. But Sauron is doing a good job defending himself. That's pretty nice. The tunnel is gonna be taken down eventually. It's the squishiest building in the game with 1000 HP only, but it's protected for now. There is an offensive tunnel from both the players. You see that? They are building it next to each other pretty much. And they are going for both. And look, you see, like, it's unbelievable. It's like looking in the mirror. They are doing the same stuff, you know? It's a lot of goblins. Does he have war chant? And no, they both picked the cave pads at the beginning of the game. This tunnel has been taken down. I mean, these are gonna be taken down definitely. He has no units inside. He has only one single goblin warrior, and that's not gonna be enough to defend this area. Demolish to demolish. No. Tail, for the first time subbing with the primers, my dude. Thank you so much for the huge support to the channel. Means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. Happy New Year, my friends. Happy New Year.
Just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Oof. Goblins, let's go, Nikki. Yeah, Nikki, your favorite faction, and we have 2 of them at the same time. So your lovely goblins are going to be everywhere in this game, Nikki. Okay, this has been taken down from, you know, by Avehave, and the first cave troll is up on the field, boys. With his red pants for the Christmas time. And no transition yet. There we go. He's gonna also go for the cave trolls, right? Yeah. So I believe we will see lots of cave trolls in this game. However, unlike the mountain trolls from the Mordor faction, they have no chance of eating a goblin and heal up. That's not possible. That's unique for them, for the Mordor cave troll, or mountain troll rather. These trolls, they have the chance to pick up a goblin and throw it, which is gonna cause like a terror and fear on the enemy unit. But I believe in most situations, the eat one, you know, from the mountain trolls is a bit more useful. Especially when you are damaged, you are only level 1, you have infinite sustain, you know? This tree is looking so funny, you know, when you grab it. It looks much more realistic this way, though. Sauron losing and backing loser brackets, but are we playing only one best of 9? Nice rule. I don't know, man, it's not my rule. I believe they didn't want to play 2 best of 9s at the same time, you know. So I believe they agreed on 1 victory advantage for the winner of the winner bracket. So by you know, basically Ave was getting 1 single win for free. And today in the stream so far, Sauron was able to win 3 games in a row. But I believe Ave is a goblin main player, so he should have an advantage here. 400 command points for Ave, 500 command points for Sauron, 9 power points collected for Sauron, and 6 power points collected for the Turkish player Ave. He's losing his cave troll now. He has no chance, and the cave troll has been taken down. The other one is celebrating. He's like, yeah, I'm the stronger cave troll. I got you. More trolls all the time. They cost 600 here. They cost a bit more than the cave trolls from BFME to the Rise of the Witch King, but you will get the chance to recruit them from a level 1 fissure. This building looks tanky, but it's actually quite squishy with 1500 HP only. It is way squishier than the goblin caves. 7 power point collected. The tunnel is going down, the rubble, and Ave is falling more and more behind. We have now goblins, goblin archers, and a lot of trolls coming at the same time, and he might even be able to commit against the fortress with the Wildman of the Unland Summon. You can see the power points from Ave. He has only 8 power points collected. Is he ready to defend himself against such a forest? I don't think so. He needs cave trolls, and he needs them now up on the field, but you can see his money at the bottom left side of your screen. He has not much money, and he's losing the money to the Wildman of the Unland with the pillage. And every time you attack the enemy units or structures rather, you will be able to steal resources, and Ave is calling it GG once again. And what a performance from Sauron tonight. We have the blue Man of the West player Sauron at the bottom side against the red Mordor player Ave at the top side. And welcome to the ASMR stream. You guys enjoy ASMR, right? Should I do actually ASMR casting for this game? What do you guys think about that? We have 2 slaughterhouses coming up from Mordor. And 2 farms. Now 1 farm only into the offensive barracks. Dude, I cannot do that. Sorry, guys. You guys might enjoy that, but I cannot do that. The builder is looking for a chance of offensive barracks right in front of the castle of Mordor. Never change a running system. We have seen this already. It was working pretty nicely. And you can see he's using the environment, the stones on the ground, to have a neutral protection for the barracks. This way, the orcs are not going to be able to attack the barracks from this point. That's not going to be possible. Orc pit starts, so nothing crazy. Maybe, I don't know about the Corsairs. Taverns start against soldiers. I have no clue. I believe the orcs are just much cheaper and much more efficient in terms of the spam. You cannot spam the Corsairs. They cost 400 each. They are extremely expensive. Orc pit number 2 is coming up, and the placement of the orc pits are very important to sandwich the slaughterhouse, and this way have a better protection for the slaughterhouse. Okay, so in the meantime, once again, undefended, unprotected area for Man of the West. He has nothing to keep those farms protected, but he knows orcs, they need ages to take them down. That's why that's why he doesn't need any defense in this matchup, especially not early on. Soldiers of Gondor. Orc archers are required, yeah. Body block them, body block them, body block them. All ground stance, kill him. Oh, rallying call is gonna be used on the spot. It means more damage, but rallying call doesn't give you armor in Battle for Middle-earth 2. You see, he's walking with them. But nice body blocking here from the orcs. They will be killed, of course, but still, you know, that's not bad. For Mordor, he will be able to buy himself some time. All of them are still able to attack the slaughterhouse, but this way, War Chant is gonna be used on his orc archers. He's chasing down those orc archers, which is smart. In the melee range, they are extremely weak, but they will be still able to take care of these soldiers, no problemo. Nice micro here from Ave, but it's not going to be enough to protect the slaughterhouse. It's going to be definitely taken down. 1 soldier was able to survive, level 2 soldiers now. He was using the bombard, but it's too late. And 1 slaughterhouse has been destroyed. In the meantime, he's demolishing the offensive barracks himself. He's demolishing that, and I'm assuming he might go for the transition into the stable. Now here's another barracks at the top left side. So he keeps building more and more offensive barracks, because Ave was expecting the barracks to be here, but he's now kind of surprised. Where is the barracks at? He was demolishing that himself, and now he will be able to get more units from the barracks at the top left side. So the spam is real, the pressure is real. Okay. Oh, don't be in the melee range like that. The slaughterhouse is gonna be found. Orc archers are actually dealing great amount of damage to the soldiers, but it's not enough.
Soldier battalion standing by.
Soldier battalion standing by. More soldiers all day, all night, baby girl. The farm is gonna be found. It's good. The stable is coming up now for Man of the West player. Once again, never change our running system. It was working perfectly fine in the first game between Mordor and Man of the West. 350 command points only for man and also for Mordor. So obviously the farms from the Man of the West player were untouched from the beginning of the game. They will be eventually able to hit level 2 much sooner than the slaughterhouses from the Mordor player. So for that reason, Ave has to take care of this barracks as soon as possible. That's very important. But you can see orcs are literally everywhere. They will be able to find many of these farms and take them down one by one. Yo boy Goku game. Welcome to the streamer, dude. Thanks for the raid. Means up to me. Welcome to the grand finals in the BFME 2 1.09 version 2 tournament between Sauron and Ave. The score is 4-1 for Sauron. And we have 4 minutes delay in the stream. So sorry for little to zero interaction in this live stream today. But to make it more fair and kinda eliminate the danger of, you know, any player being able to stream snipe, we decided to put some delay on the stream. The farm is gonna be found and burst it down. Gondor Knights? Trample? Can he defend this? I think he can defend this, right? It's gonna be close. Really close. One more trample is all it takes. All it needs. But they are slowed down big time. They are slowed down big time. Right click on them. Oh, baby girl. Nice. Nice. It's a lot of damage now to the economy of the Man of the West player. That's actually quite good for Ave. 400 command points from Ave and 354 Man of the West. The barracks is still up on the field. He has to take care of this as soon as possible. The farm here behind is going to be protected. You might see some more Gondor Knights very soon, but in order to counter the Gondor Knights from the Man of the West player, Ave has to get some Easterlings and he has to get them on the field now. Then you can build an army worthy of Mordor and go for a big attack. I mean, this army with War Chant can be quite strong, and if you have no War Chant, you can also go for a Tainted Land, you know? However, it's kind of dangerous to pick Tainted Land. Did you delete your wreck? Yeah, he deleted this one in the middle, but he has one more here. Okay, beautiful trample. Nice micro from Sauron. Once again, he is avoiding this Easterlings like a professional player. Nice micro also from Ave. He want to make sure that the archers are protected in the backline. 5 power points collected now. Don't give him the chance to get into the backline. Don't give him the chance. Beautiful micro from Sauron. That's unbelievable. You need to understand that he's playing off host, you know. He's not the host player in this game, and yet he's microing with those Gondor Knights like he would be on host. Very well done. The farm here will be found, but orcs need some time to take it down. Eventually more Gondor Knights are gonna be required, and one more of them is on his way. Here's a second barracks now in front of the fortress, because this one is gonna be eventually taken down, and he knows that. The slaughterhouse level 1 is gonna be taken down by these Gondor soldiers. Don't get into the melee range, and don't give him more and more power points like that. He went for the Eye of Sauron for additional damage and armor leadership. Eye of Sauron is a high tier leadership which is able to stack with the War Chant, so you can use them at the same time to make your units extremely strong. For now, Mordor is kind of having a good time with the offensive slaughterhouse at the bottom right side, which is almost level 2. You know, building those resource buildings at spots like that is gonna give you the advantage of stealth, you know, and you are invisible in the area. Man of the West player was not scouting this for a long time, and this one is eventually gonna hit level 2 very soon. Map control is the key to victory. Cowboy, welcome to the streamer, dude. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stream. Okay. Sauron sells his barracks, yeah. 450 command points for Mordor and 600 for Man of the West. He went for the arrow volley, which is already used. Beautiful trample once again into the backline. We need more Easterlings to keep those units protected. The slaughterhouse is being focused on, but he might suicide many of these Gondor Knights for that reason, and he doesn't want to risk the biscuit and gets away just in time. The Gondor Knights in the middle are getting bullied. They will be forced to disengage. You need to build a well for the sustain. Very important. No archer range on the field to deal with the Easterlings. He needs to use the soldiers for that. One more trample. Behind. Micro. Very important to keep your units protected with the Easterlings. In the porcupine formation, they're going to be extremely tanky. Beautiful trample into the orc line. Sauron is on the point with the Gondor Knights today. Trust me on that one. The farm here is going to be taken down by the Easterlings. That's good. They are level 3, almost level 4. No Nazgul recruited just yet. We need Nazguls. Nazguls are double effective in this kind of situations because right now the Man of the West player has no tower guard. It means he has 0 counter to the Nazgul, and Nazgul can also chase down those Gondor Knights all the time. Beautiful trample once again into the Orcs. They don't even get one-shotted because of the whole ground stance. And more Easterlings are required because more Gondor Knights are being recruited at the same time. We have Boromir, the captain of Gondor. Meso, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. The slaughterhouse is gonna be protected for now, that's good. Boromir unlocks the Horn of Gondor with level 3 for his stun. The Easterlings are running for their lives. One of them is level 4, would be nice if you can save them. This way they can respawn over time. Boromir is hitting like a truck, level 2 unlocked just like that. One more level away from getting the Fear unlocked, which will stun the enemy units for several seconds and they won't get the chance to move anywhere. Finally, are we win one or not? I don't know, man, this game is not done yet. I cannot choose, I cannot say. He has nearly 2,000. So he might get the chance to recruit maybe the Faramir or Theoden or Eomer or Eowyn, whatever he wants to recruit. He has enough money for that. And Arrow Volley is reloading quite fast, and it can be used in combination with the Seed. You know, you use Horn of Gondor from Boromir, and then you can guarantee the hit of the Arrow Volley for a juicy one to take care of this. Oh, but he's kind of beating them into the slaughterhouse, which is a mistake in my opinion. This one is going to be found now. And eventually taking down. It's almost level 2 as well. Arrow Volley is almost back up. Eye of Sauron has been used in the middle of the map. And Mordor is winning this fight. But the question is, for how long? No heroes from Mordor all game, all day, all night. Level 4 Boromir, 1 level away from getting his leadership unlocked, which is a damage leadership, similar to the Rallying Call. And that means that you cannot use both of them at the same time. I mean, you can, but it doesn't do anything. So if you use Boromir, leadership, and, you know, Rallying Call at the same time, stun, and Arrow Volley, right? No, Arrow Volley? Arrow Volley, yes. Boom, boom. Actually, he didn't hit many of these units. He missed it kind of for whatever reason. And remember, those units, they are able to take care of this barracks in no time. Warshan is going to be used on them. Is it going to commit on the fortress? No way, right? No, no, no. Just kill the barracks. And once again, you see the damage from the pikes against the production buildings. It's a lot of damage. And the barracks is going to be blown up. We see, take a look into the minimap at the same time. We have red everywhere. But Man of the West player is having 2,500 plus resources collected in the bank. He has 650 command points still, you know, he's not like, he's having more command points. That sounds crazy, I know, but he has more command points than Ave Have. 9 power points collected for the Turkish player. The farm is under attack, but the thing is, those level 2 farms, they are extremely important for Man of the West player to be kept alive. The barracks here has been taken down, the Gondor Knights, Gondor soldiers everywhere, the pressure is real. Tywin is up on the field now for the Corsairs of Umbar. Boromir is doing a good job defending, but he's not gonna be enough in long terms. Alone, he can't do much. I'm assuming we're gonna see a hero very soon. Eventually Aragorn. Let's see. I mean, he has banners. You see the banners on top of the fortress for cost reduction on the heroes. This way you get 10% discount on recruiting the heroes from your fortress. And this is gonna make your heroes cheaper. And we might see the King of Gondor very, very soon upon the field. Boromir, level 5. And remember, Boromir leadership and Aragorn leadership are able to stack with each other, right? For that reason, you know, you don't want to underestimate the amount of damage and armor the units are able to stack. And quality goes over quantity in most situations. Mordor is swarming out. He's being literally everywhere. But at some point, you will need to transition into something stronger and mightier. Eventually, like a Fell Beast. Dude, I'm telling you, a Fell Beast right now is going to be the game-winning hero. There is 0 damage against Fell Beast possible right now for the Man of the West player. And Aragorn is indeed being on the field now. The king himself, 14 power points collected. And Aragorn, I don't know how we want to deal with him. He has Attilas, he has Blade Master, he has leadership with level 4. He has, you know, if he needs to. Oh, nice damage. But he has also a lot of sustain, you know. Now Horn of Gondor. Boom. Oh, bad trample from the Gondor Knights into the pikes. Attilas can be used. Blade Master is now available for Aragorn. The power points are rising to the sky. And he's going for Rohirrim Summon. Gondor calls for it and Rohan will answer. Oh, he was using barricades. But the question is now, how well is he going to use the Rohan allies? How much damage is he going to be able to deal? Aragon is running for his life, but he's slower than the Easterlings. Here's Attilas. No, Attilas is on cooldown. If he's gonna die, it's gonna be bad. Oh, not even close, baby. And Aragorn is getting in safety just like that. And Gondor calls for aid, and Rohan will answer. We have the Rohirrim summon now available for the Man of the West player, Sauron. He's gonna try to deal as much economical damage to the Mordor player as he potentially can. Rallying call on the summoned units to make them stronger. 675 command points for Man of the West, and we have 550 for Mordor. So Man of the West player is still ahead. Aragorn is sustaining over time, healing up. Boromir, the same. He's almost level 5 for the leadership. And look at this damage he will be able to deal now. The slaughterhouses level 1 are going down, one by one. Taverns, 2 of them on the field for the discount. 10% cheaper Corsairs. They normally cost 400, they will now cost only 360. Still quite expensive. And I believe against the Man of the West player, right now, it's very important as Mordor that you recruit many of these Easterlings. However, the Man of the West player was just able to destroy the Haradrim Palace. Good evening, Nicky Bear. Alright. Faramir is on the field, Fellowship of the Ring. Pretty much. I mean, Faramir is not a Fellowship of the Ring member, but it's okay, you know. Boromir is level 5, Faramir, Boromir, the brothers in arms. And Abe is calling it GG. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. What a game, what a performance. This was the best game by far in the series today, but